started here. Like Dallas said, we're going to do a sponsor spotlight tonight. We done a sponsor unboxing last night with CrateInsider.com and Superior Bearings. Right here, I have Mr. Keith Thomas with KT Heat and Air. I've known Keith since I was probably waist high. I went to school with his oldest son, Josh. Like Dallas said, Keith's going on his third year partnering with us on the car this year, and we just wanted to get him back here to do another live video. We was talking about it earlier, and I think we said it has been, what, a year, 2 years since we've done the live video?
Yeah, 2 years.
So 2 years, we've had a lot of people join the Facebook page. Since then, we've had a lot of people, we've started posting videos on YouTube now, so we're just going to give Keith a quick minute here to let him do a small introduction of himself, let everybody knows what he does, and where you can find him.
Well, guys, like I said, my name's Keith Thomas. I own a small heating and cooling business. I'm out of, right now I live at up toward Douglas, and that's where we're out of. It's a Christian-run business. If you look at my name where it says KT on it, the T is a Christian cross. Something I am very proud of. But as far as what we do, we build, install ductwork. It doesn't matter what kind. We mostly carry Rheem products. They've got a good warranty. They got a good product. We work on every unit though. We service, we install, we do everything that we have to. We're there to help you guys out, and somebody that's going to be trustworthy as well. That's something that we take pride in. And if you need us, we'll be there. If there's a reason why we can't get there, trust me, I will get in touch with you and let you know. But other than that, we're just a small town, little crew.
Just like to hunt, don't you?
That's it. I love hunting. Love it.
Keith helped us out a lot. I think it was last year during the summer.
Oh man.
During the summer.
Yeah,
During the summer, our unit messed up. It was like every week, and it was something different every week. He came out every week and worked on it.
And it was like the year when we was having record highs. It seems like that's when everybody's heating and cooling goes out, don't it?
It was bad. Last year was really bad during the summer. And then if you don't get out there when they want you to, then they're upset.
Oh yeah, they're mad.
But I normally work until late. When it gets real late, when I'm pulling all-nighters, I go and get my wife, and she goes to service calls with me.
I believe the very last time you came here, I believe she was with you, and I'm pretty sure it was dark.
Yeah,
that night
it was
when you
I
showed
think it
up.
may have been raining that night too.
No, it wouldn't have
Was it
rained
not?
because it was too hot.
It
It was too hot to rain.
But it was, no joke, I'll start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I know, well, last year I got home, I had a call all the way in Rainsville, and I made it home at 11:15
11:15.
and got back up the next morning,
You
went out
don't
again.
you don't get overtime pay though, do you?
No, I'm on salary. That's the bad thing. I have to pay myself salary.
That's the bad thing about owning your own business, though, ain't it?
If you don't, you go broke though. So I've learned lessons. I've learned hard ways, and I'm cheaper than. I only know of 2 companies that can beat my prices, and the only way they beat my prices is because they get their units cheaper than I do, and I prefer my unit. I prefer mine over those units any day. But also quality. I like a unit that I know I can depend on. But I can get any unit that you want.
Talking about that, you ain't never been shocked, have you?
I have been lit up many a times.
It didn't happen to be when somebody had the wrong breaker labeled either, was it?
Which one was that?
I don't know who done that. You done forgot about that?
I forgot about that. I've been hit so many times.
Done got his brain.
Under your house.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that one. The worst time I think I've ever got, I know it is, a guy told me that where I had to put a pan on the floor joists for the return, the guy ended up and said that he had the power cut off to that section. I took a screwdriver and was trying to get one of them U-shaped nails out from around the wire. And my arm was wrapped around a gas line. And when I started coming back, it electrocuted me so bad that it froze my muscles up for 6 hours. And I ended up in the emergency room and they couldn't even move my arms. That was the worst I've ever had, and I hope and pray I never get hit like that again.
That's one thing I don't like. I do not like messing with electricity at all.
I don't either.
I don't trust him messing with my electricity.
she-
If he puts up a fan, I call his daddy. Hey, Chris, come put up this fan for me. Brad's gonna burn my whole house down.
You don't trust me at all, which I don't trust myself either.
I trust you working on cars, not electricity.
Hey, I don't like doing that either. To be honest with you.
You like driving them.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a perfect world there. You want to go ahead and ask him your question you had?
Yeah, so since we did this video, I know you've had a pretty big life-changing event. What's been going on since?
Well, let's see. I got
What
married.
happened the last 2 days?
I got
That's
married.
what she was hinting at.
I got married. I had no plans of getting married. None.
I believe you might have said that in the last video.
I
didn't
did. I did. But I'm gonna tell you something. God will change your mind. He'll. It's unreal what I went through because I was. Lord forgive me, and everybody forgive me. I wouldn't date anybody over a couple of weeks, and then I was gone because of some stuff that's happened to me in the past. Can't live in the past. When God puts somebody in front of you, and you even got your preacher telling you, "Hey, you need to check this one out," and some running her off. I tried to run her off, and she wouldn't go. So, so anyway, I asked her to marry me. First, I asked her to be my girlfriend, and that I thought I was going to throw up whenever I did that. And then when I went to look for rings, she had no clue of what was going on. And we had just talked, and I had this all planned out. I'm like, there ain't no way I would want to get married again. And I said this on the way to our friend's house, and I had this ring in my pocket, and I'm over here about ready to throw up, and sweat was just boiling off my head. And sure enough, we got over there, and I got the guy to play this song, "Never Gonna Be Alone" by Nickelback. And whenever the song was over, I got down on one knee and asked her to marry me. And 3 weeks later, we got married. We were I had planned on us going on a cruise in January, and I didn't want to go as boyfriend girlfriend. It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't right. So I asked her to marry me, and we went.
Josh said, "So cute, Hurl."
Making you blush, Josh. You've also added some grandkids
Yes.
since the last video.
Grandkid.
I've got one baby girl that she lives in Prattville, Alabama. My son Josh has got Becca Jean. She's my little redneck baby. And now we've got a new one. His name is Christian Lake, and he is he's one of the sweetest little kids right now because he's only just a couple of months old. But he's 24 inches long and weighs nearly 14 pounds, and he's only 2 months old.
It's a big baby.
He's big.
I think you told everybody where you're based out of around the Douglas area, but I don't think you mentioned what areas you technically service.
I go anywhere from Etowah County, Marshall County, DeKalb. If you got the money, I'll come there. Just bottom line. No, seriously, I've had to work in Fort Payne, Rainsville. I've got some friends up that way, but then also my name was given out to some people. I do charge driving time whenever I go that far. I would go broke if I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still cheaper than anybody around. That's why they call me to go up there to do them. But the one thing that you'll get somebody that's going to be honest with you. I do a lot of businesses. Matter of fact, I'm doing work for University of Alabama in Gadsden. I work for them. I do Western Sizzling up here in Boaz. Just some of the businesses. I've got
Do you get a discount at Western Sizzler?
sometimes
Hey, that works out.
they, when their food is good, I'm there.
It's hard to pass up good food.
Yeah. Now the
For
Alabama,
me, it is anyway.
the Alabama thing. I'm an Auburn fan, so you know
Well,
I don't mind taking Alabama's money.
War Eagle.
No, we'll travel wherever. I actually had to go to Montevallo, and we actually stayed down there. Stayed in the basement. Me and my son Caleb, we stayed in the basement down there for about 3 nights, and we ran out 2 complete systems, really rough systems. But once we get on the job, we're not going to let them until we're done.
Right. Are there any tips that you would give people as far as, what they need to do or don't do?
Yes, something that people don't believe. Leave your thermostat set on one certain temperature.
He's saying that. He preached that to me. I didn't believe it. Finally, he talked me into doing it, and I will say that what he's about to say makes a ton of difference.
Leave it on one certain temperature. Don't bounce it up and down. When you leave your house to go to work, leave it on one certain temperature, because, say for instance, in the summer, if it gets warm in your house, your air's still going to stay on. It's going to cool the house off. It tempers it down. It doesn't let your compressor run full blast. So when you come home and you want it to be cool, you don't go over and turn it down to 65, because it's not going to blow colder air. No matter how low you put your thermostat, it only blows one temperature. Just makes it run longer. And if you make it run longer, then all it's going to do is freeze your coils up. It's going to make your unit run harder, and it's going to cost you more money. The other thing is, you can go buy the cheap throwaway filters, change them once a month. Don't get the 3-month ones, because if you have got a house that's lived in, you're going to get dust coming in and out of the door, stuff like that. Just a cheap throwaway filter, change it once a month, and that'll keep your power bill down as well. And it's actually less maintenance on your unit, as cleaning the coils and stuff like that. So, but definitely, if you've got a unit that's over 2 years old, you need to have your unit serviced once a year. They'll go outside, clean the coils outside, check the pressures on it. They'll clean the coils inside. Plus, on top of it being energy efficient when you're doing that, it helps the allergies and stuff like that keep from happening inside your house, where you won't get sinuses and all this other stuff. So that's the main thing.
That, like I said, as far as the thermostat goes, I used to have a smart thermostat that, when we went to bed at night, it turned down 2 degrees and it stayed 68 throughout the night. Well, then, when Dallas got up to go to work the next day, it kicked back up to 2 degrees. Well, then when she left to go to work, it would kick up another 2 degrees to where it would eventually be on 72, 73 throughout the day. And then I had it set to work 30 minutes before I come home from work. It goes back down to 70. And man, you want to talk about a power bill. Power bill went through the roof, and just the strain on the unit too. That's back when we was having those problems with it. Just seemed like all the time. And Keith would tell me, man, throw that dang thing away. Just leave it set and don't touch it. And
yeah, our power bill went from like $300 a month to about $150 just
wow.
doing that. It was a huge, which we started using the disposable monthly filters too, like you told us, because I had been using the $20 filters every 3 months, the expensive ones. But when you told us to not do that, I changed that.
A guy I race with, me and him always give each other a hard time. We really enjoy racing with each other. People may see it on Facebook and be like, man, them two, they give each other heck. But he just asked, can you put air in a race car?
No.
Well.
You're not God. I guess you can't do that.
David, I ain't thought asking that either myself.
Well, actually, you can do it the old school way. You can put the little round thing sticking out the window, throw the ice in it, and it blows some cool air in. I want to do that with my rat rod.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about your rat rod?
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
I've
Tell
got
us what you got.
a 1951 International chop top. It's top up. It's been chopped 4 inches, and it's been channeled 6 inches, so it sits about 4 inches off the ground. Sitting on the S10 frame. It's got a built 350. It's fixing to come out with a tunnel ram intake, 2 4-barrels, big cam in it. I haven't made up my mind if I want to go straight shift or automatic, which I've got an automatic in it right now. Thing shifts out great. I love not having to shift gears, but man, I couldn't.
Straight shift's a whole lot cooler though, ain't
Straight shift's fun. I'll get in more trouble than I already am.
Yeah. That's
But
right.
if you ever see a red and black International coming down the road with a big breather sticking out of the hood, that's me.
Chris said, "Now we talking."
Yeah. Now you're on my dad's level now.
Josh said blower motor connected to the motor. Actually, Brad does have a helmet blower. It don't
But,
exactly blow.
See,
cold
that's
air,
a lot.
though.
That's what a lot of people get confused though. You know, these helmets now have a fresh air system,
Right.
and everybody's like, "Oh, you got air conditioner?" No,
No, you got dirty air coming in.
right. It's just filtering the air, and it's not making the air in your helmet stale, and it just really just keeps your visor from fogging up.
Right.
There's nothing cool at all about the air. That's a very big misconception there.
Chunk of ice.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Chris Reagan, if you want one of those hats, get with us and we'll get you one.
And Josh, by the way,
Yep, we got you took care of, Josh. Just make sure you wear it all the time. And then when you wear it out, you gotta get another one. He said happy Valentine's, by the way.
no, I didn't. But I will.
What about your archery tournaments? How's them been going?
Well, hunting season just got over. So this year I'm going to be setting out because I got to have shoulder surgery here pretty soon. I've got to get cleared by my cardiologist before I can have my shoulder surgery. And I was supposed to have it 2 weeks ago. And my cardiologist told him no.
Really?
I skipped a test, forgot about it. And
That happened.
I had a bad incident where the ambulance had to come pick me up. I passed out. My wife tried to catch me. She couldn't hold my fat butt up. So me and her both went to the ground, and they couldn't figure out why I passed out. So my cardiologist thinks it may be my carotid arteries, and they're going to run some tests on it. And if it goes through, then they're going to go ahead and okay me to have my shoulder surgery done. So
what about your air business? Once you have the shoulder surgery, will that affect your air?
it will some, but not.
But Caleb still works with
I
you.
still got Caleb working with me. Caleb's going to be working with me part time, and I got another guy that's
Oh,
going to
you
be
got
working
another
with
one
me.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a son that he's been working with me the last 2 years, every day, dedicated, and he don't want to leave, but he's got another job that he's working as well. So he is a new dad, and he wants. I'm actually supposed to be moving, and he's going to be getting the house that I'm in, and he needs to make more money. So he works at night at one place, and then he works with me during the day.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about it.
Eddie said he needs a hat.
Who did?
Eddie,
Oh, Edward.
get with Brad. He'll get you one. Jessica said she's praying for you, Keith.
Thank you.
And then Chris Reagan said, tell Brad he needs to come race the Bama Brawl at Fort Payne next weekend. We don't have a car yet.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the car. I don't know. Like we said in the video last night, the chassis builder, he got sick over the winter and things come up. So we're waiting to hear from him. You know, we're hoping it's going to be here pretty soon. We're very excited about it. Trying to be patient. It's hard to be patient though when you're that excited, and
Yeah.
especially when you got somebody that's more excited than I am over here beside me.
Plus, you got racing season coming
Yeah,
up.
and racing season is coming up very, very quick.
Unless you can find him a ride, Chris, then we may talk.
Well, you know, we might talk on something like that. Is it live now?
Yes, we are live.
Okay. third time's a charm now. I guess now instead of it being halftime, that was the third quarter. So now we're in the fourth quarter, right? Want to apologize for the technical difficulties there. We're still trying to figure out all the new.
You're on
What?
that. You're already on
We're still trying to figure out all of the new cameras and the new technology, and sometimes it gets a little smarter than us. And we've had a lot of bad weather here lately, so it may be affecting the cell phone signal and the Wi-Fi signal and all. Just bear with us. We are actually planning to go look at a new phone tomorrow to try to hopefully eliminate this problem. These phones are getting fairly old, so they tend to drop service. But yeah, high-tech redneck. That's
Except we're not high tech, so we can't figure it
yeah.
out.
I think you need to leave the high-tech part off, and I think that'd be spot on. But
I even asked some of my buddies that
So
were
what was
watching it.
Keith doing during the Iron Bowl?
the one of the girls that we was talking about where we was at the Iron Bowl, she asked, "What was you doing during the Iron Bowl?" Because I believe you was saying that when
Oh.
it cut off, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. I was. I actually was deer hunting. This has been the best season I've ever had. I ended up taking 4 bucks and 2 does. And being state law, I only killed 3 here in Alabama, 3 bucks, and I killed 1 in Kentucky. I killed 1 doe here and 1 doe in Kentucky. So I tagged out in Alabama and Kentucky. So I was pretty
So
happy.
you're going to eat good this year, then, ain't you?
I've got a freezer full. And I spent, no joke, I gave one of the deer to the landowner that we hunt on his property, and I have spent several $100s on processing.
Yeah.
Because my stepson had a deer killed, my oldest son Josh had a deer killed, they had both taken one. So we've had a great year.
You can't ever complain about that.
No.
One thing I was going to ask you, Keith, and I believe I believe we was either talking about the Iron Bowl or I may have been in the process of asking this too. I don't remember, but anyways, we'll just start over. What I was going to say was, we've had a lot of new followers here lately on the Facebook page, and now we have the ability to save these videos and add them to
Right.
YouTube. So I don't know if it's a question or statement or whatever, however you look at it. This don't have to be towards me. It don't have to be a selling point towards me.
Right.
What I'm asking is, say you have somebody out there watching that may own a small business or have a big part in a company or something, and they may be on the fence of wanting to partner up with a dirt late model team or, maybe a track or something. What would be some of the advice that you could give them, or some of the benefits you have seen, now going on your 3rd year being with us?
My biggest thing is, if you decide to sponsor somebody like Brad or whoever, make sure it's somebody that's going to be trustworthy, somebody that you are not ashamed to have your name on their car. Like, for instance, me having KT hitting in air, the T being the cross, all this other stuff, that's something I don't have road rage going down the road anymore. I used to. Bad, especially driving through Marshall County.
Yeah.
So with this name on the side of my truck, it's made me realize, what? If I'm living a Christian life, then I've got to show that. Now, don't get me wrong, Christians lose are cool.
Oh yeah.
I do. And sometimes people knows it really upfront and personal. But the thing is, I trust you guys to carry my name on y'all's car because we've known each other forever. First of all, I trust you. I believe in what you're doing. Absolutely, some great people, and you got to pick the person. You got to pick the business, the person, the activity, everything that you believe. Like Brad has got every right sometimes to be upset because somebody's spinning him out, wrecking a brand new car, which I know happened a couple of times.
Unfortunately.
But do I think that he just went off and wanted to go beat the shit? He probably did want to, but he didn't. Good person.
I might have gave them an earful.
Well, that's very understandable. But you know, you believe in the person that you sponsor or that you're partnered up with. It's not a big decision, and plus, you know, is it something that can help you out? Yes. My name has been on the side of his car, and I've actually gotten 5 different jobs from my name being on the side of his car, which is great. But I've had more people call and say, "Hey man, I've seen your name on the side of his car. Would you want to sponsor me?" This is the guy that I'm sponsoring. Would I sponsor somebody else? Probably, but I've got to have that faith in them. And I've got to be able to know them for a while and know that they're not going to go out there and you know, be some kind of, I don't know, very colorful speaking person. Let's just put it that way. And I don't want somebody out there that's going to really make my name look bad. So that's the trust I have in you guys and your whole team. Lord knows, like one of his crew guys, they trusted me enough to come out there and put their heating and air conditioning in, and got more jobs after that from right there at their family. So them guys trust me, I can trust them, and if they need me, I'll be there. That's being partners.
Mm-hmm.
Not only being partners, it's more family.
Right. So I was about to say we're more family. Not really it's not really a money relationship, or it's not what you do. I mean, you do a lot for us, but it's more along the lines of we're friends.
I don't do nowhere near enough what I want to do for you guys. And when I am more financially stable, I'm going to do a whole lot more.
We appreciate that.
That's all. Real quick, you know, before the video does, if anything was to happen, we want to again thank Keith at KT Heating and Air for coming on with us for the 3rd year in a row now. That's very exciting when we have, you know, we have one person to step up with us, and you know, and I believe I told you the very first time, you know, just get your feet wet and see how it works out for you, and now we've shown right there that, you know, now you're going on your 3rd year, so we're very excited about having a long-term partnership.
I'm not going anywhere no time soon.
All right, that's what we like to hear. That's what we're here. We're here for that. You know, not only for ourselves but you as well. And just like we said in the last video, it's more of a family than it is a sponsorship or anything. Also want to give a quick shout out to Benson Race Engines, CrateInsider.com. As you can see, I got one of the shirts on that we received last night. Wanted to say thank you to Superior Bearings and Supply for the Sponsored by Superior contest. Make sure you guys check out the YouTube video that we posted last night. That was our first deal with an unboxing video. Make sure you guys comment and share that. That way we'll know, hey, what you guys like, what you didn't like. That's the only way we'll get better at them, is just to know what you want to see. I know after I went back and watched the video myself, I saw some things that I want to do better. So just make sure you let us know what you think about it. Also, click the YouTube link. If you watch it all the way to the end, there's a link there to click. It'll help you subscribe to the channel. That way when we post new videos, you'll be instantly notified of that. So right now, if you don't have any questions or comments, I've covered just about everything that I can think of that I was looking forward to asking. Do you have any more questions or any comments?
No, we appreciate Keith coming back on board, though. That says a lot about him and what he does. So,
well, if anybody wants to get in touch with me, I've got a Facebook page. It's my own personal. I did have one for KT Heating and Air, and I was getting some stuff on my page that was not appropriate whatsoever. And needless to say, I deleted it because I don't like looking at, frankly, just nasty pictures that kept coming up on my page, and or friend requests of people that lives in, you know, on the other side of the world that
that you can't even say.
and, oh yeah, I mean, I didn't know them, and plus, you know, then when I looked at their pictures to see who they were, they didn't have clothes on. I deleted it. So
We need to make you a liked page like ours. We need to do you like a.
yeah,
Well, that's
Or
what
you just
that's
have-
what I was going to ask you later on. Was I tried to tag that page the other day and I couldn't find it, so I guess that's what
Yeah.
happened to it. Okay.
So if you have a question, you can send it on my personal page. It's Keith Thomas. I don't even know what pictures are on there right now, but or contact Brad. He can get in touch with me.
Yes.
Or either you can call 256-613-3600, and that is my work number.
And all of that information is also on our website at bradburyracing.com. Speaking of that, I'll have to show you before you leave tonight my iRacing car. I don't know if you know what iRacing is or not, but it's a, you know, I call it a game, but some people's like, oh, it's not a game, it's a simulator, you know, and they get real offensive. So it's a simulator for just about any type of racing you can think of, and it's online. You know, there's actually people that's won thousands of dollars running on that. I have not. I don't have enough time to, you know, to be able to do that. It's just like a real car. You've got to put time into
Right.
it and all that. But I need to show you my car before you
Oh, most
leave,
definitely.
you leave tonight. You might let you take a lap or two around the track if you want to do that. But anyways, like I said, I've covered everything. We want to apologize again for all the technical difficulties we had tonight. We're working at trying to straighten all that out, and we're still learning all these new programs with the cameras and all. So, you know, just bear with us. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, just get with any of us right here. Message the page, comment on the page, whatever you need to do.
And as we have said before, if you comment on the page, if you message the page, generally you're talking to me. You hardly ever talk to Brad. If you do have something that you want to personally ask him,
Just
you're more
message.
than welcome to. I'll get it to him. Or
You can do that, or you can message my personal page, whatever you need to do.
Mhm.
Other than that, I'm good. You need to add anything? Till next time.
Till next time.
Maybe it won't be another 2 years till next time.
Well, I always remember, God's good. That's what brought us together.
All right.
we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.